we interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bag. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid dog! You made me look bad!
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kamek here, and as you can tell from the intro to this video that this is going to be a cartoon conspiracy theory on Courage the Cowardly Dog. Now, I know you guys have been asking for a little less gameplay and a little more of clips of the show, maybe some screenshots of the show, and I am trying to do that for you guys. I would really like to get more clips and screenshots into this thing, but it is really hard to do that with the whole copyright laws and you know, the whole getting flagged on YouTube and getting your videos taken down and then not being able to make revenue from them. And again, I don't want to seem like I'm saying doing all these videos just doing them for money, because I'm not. I really do enjoy doing these things, making videos for you guys. Is a really fun hobby of mine. But at the same time, I don't want to be getting all of my videos tagged, and I don't want them to be taken down so you guys cannot see them. So I will try and do my best at working in clips and pictures when I can. But keep in mind that I cannot put full episodes up. I cannot put more than 20 seconds of an episode up. Even that's really pushing. It's all up to the person who owns the clip, whether or not they see it or not, and whether or not they decide to take it down or not. This video might even get flagged just for that intro. It might get flagged for the screenshots. I don't know. I'm going to let it roll. But just a little bit about this gameplay, even though I know most of you guys aren't here for the gameplay. But this is probably one of my better gameplays I've ever had. It's a quick 34-1. I think it is. I only die once. Not the most kills, not the biggest high-scoring gameplay you're going to see on YouTube, but I thought it was really entertaining. I rolled through my kill streaks a lot, and ended up getting I think 27, or maybe actually I got 34 consecutive kills, but I think 27 of them are with guns. But let's go ahead and jump right into this theory. Now, basically, this theory is all about Courage not actually being aware of what's actually going on around him. As you see here, he usually takes everything to be a big, scary monster or bad guy. But this theory has taken this and swung it into that those monsters and bad guys and scary people are not actually monsters and bad people. They're just normal people that Courage, as a dog, sees as bad people, because as you've ever had a dog, you know the dog runs from the vacuum cleaner, the dog runs from your neighbors. If you have a scared dog, if you have a dog that's not very outgoing and it's very scared all the time, it'll run and hide from basically just about anything that makes noise or moves. So basically what it's saying is that because he's owned by two elderly people, which is Eustace and Muriel, and he thinks they live in the quote-unquote middle of nowhere, but in reality they do not live in the middle of nowhere. You'll see here in a picture I'm coming up here that they have this farm here, and this is basically how Courage sees it. And now whether or not it's actually like that is up for debate, because he could be seeing it in a light that he never goes outside. He never gets taken outside very much. He never gets taken for walks. He never gets to go very far. He never gets to venture very far, because his owners, Muriel and Eustace, are so old. They don't take him for walks. They don't take him into places. And when they do, he becomes very afraid, because he doesn't do it very often. And he thinks everything is out to get him. He thinks everyone is out to kill Muriel. And it makes sense, because when you have a dog, especially a small dog like that, they seem to be very protective of their owners. Like I remember my grandmother had a dog, a little tiny dog like this, and anytime anyone would go near my grandmother, even if it was somebody in the family or someone that the dog was familiar with, she would growl and bark and, you know, make a big scene trying to protect my grandmother, just because they had that special connection. And it holds true. It really does. It happens in real life. It really does with dogs like this. And another point to add to this theory is that Muriel and Eustace never really seem to know that they're in danger. They always seem to be, you know, oblivious to the danger. Like, and when you're watching the cartoon, you're like, how can they not see that giant spider creepy thing coming up behind them? And how can they not be running and screaming, you know, the entire show? How are they so calm? But when you think about it, it makes perfect sense that it might just be the mailman coming over to deliver the mail. It might not be that giant scary monster that's trying to quote-unquote kidnap Muriel. And there's a specific example coming up here. I'll show you this picture where there is a pretty good explanation for it. I think there's an episode where Muriel is supposedly kidnapped by a giant bird or something like that, and is trying to watch it. I'll bring up a picture and then I'll explain it to you. So here's the picture. On this episode, there's a giant vulture who kidnaps Muriel, and it's revealed that the vulture only did so that Muriel could watch over the vulture's children, so the vulture could go to Florida to see her husband. Basically, this boils down to a neighbor asking Muriel to babysit her children while she goes on vacation. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense that, you know, why would a giant bird want a person to babysit their thing? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but the show is kind of out there. So, but that's just one example. I mean, I'm sure there's other examples. That's just one I found when I was watching this show on Netflix the other day. I thought I would go ahead and show that to you guys. And that's just my personal theory on that one personal episode. I'm sure you guys, if you watch more episodes and you put a little, you know, thought and time into it, you guys could come up with some more examples and some more examples of stuff like this happening and stuff like this being pretty prevalent in this show, I feel like. So basically what it boils down to is Courage is just a scared little dog, and he likes to imagine that everybody that comes to the door is trying to hurt his master or somehow take his master from him in some way, shape, or form. And when in reality, it's just a postman. It's just a neighbor. It's, you know, just a neighbor kid. It could be anybody, really. And that's why Muriel and Eustace don't react to it the way that he does. They never seem to be threatened by anything very often. I mean, there's certain parts where they are screaming and yelling and asking for help and stuff like that, but not too often. And it seems to be later into the episodes when it does happen. In the beginning of the episodes, it seems like Courage sees a monster, yells, screams, tries to get help, and eventually, you know, he tries to get Hostess, and he's always got that booga booga mask, which again might point out to something. He probably might not even have a mask. He might just yell and kick at the dog, like, you know. That also could be in Courage's head when he sees the booga booga mask, the big green one, like you see in the intro to this video. It could just very well be, you know, the old man pulling out a rolled up newspaper and smacking him on the nose with it, or something along those lines, or just yelling. You always yelled at your dog. But that's the end of this video, guys. Go ahead and drop a like and comment. And if I get 200 likes in this video, I'll make another one of these videos before the end of the week. And that's it, guys. Game the fuck on. Until next time. Peace out. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and like I said, if I get 200 likes on this video, I will put out another theory this weekend, and I'll try and do 2 videos a week for you guys. If I get that 200 like before, let's say, Saturday, I'll put out the next video. If not, it'll be out next Thursday. But until then, guys, game the fuck on. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and game the fuck on. Peace out.